Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Laajune here, and I'll be back here with another video. Now today, I'm glad to showcase my King Shark build. Now this revolves around getting your traversal ability back fast and doing lots of damage. So before we get into it, before I explain everything, if you guys are not, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Have the notifications on so you can never miss a video and I'll be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you hit that like button. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so I want to let you guys know this now that I am live on Twitch. So if you guys see pop-ups and all that, that is why. But let's get into the build. Now you see, of course, I'm rocking the assault rifle and a shotgun. Now I used the tier 3 Bane set because of the set bonus that come along with it is very powerful. So let's go over that real quick. So for the first bonus, we get that you deal 4% more damage to an enemy with each 1% of health that they're missing. And for the second bonus, we have the critical hits on enemies below 50% trigger Bane's Fury. Now this increases your damage by 50% and damage the crazed enemy by 50% for 60 seconds. Now this can stack up to 15 times, and it also adds in where it adds up to 5% chance that once you defeat an enemy, they will explode and craze enemies within 10 meters. So basically, with the damage increase that we get overall and the damage to craze, that's 750 for both. So that's 750 for overall damage increase and 750 for damage to craze enemies. So that is why the tier 3 Bane set is very good. And for the third bonus, we get all enemies hit with the traversal attack become crazed, and each one killed by the traversal attack while Bane's Fury is activated, give us 10% traversal attack resource, and killing the enemy while we have Bane's Fury activate gives us a stack of Bane's Fury. So that is nice to have with the Bane set itself. But this is what I'm rocking with my assault rifle, the crit chance, assault rifle damage, and critical damage for this gun. And for the shotgun, now I already made a video about the shotgun and how good it is. Basically, think of it like the tractor cannon from Destiny 2. It basically debuffs the enemy, and it does increased damage from all sources for 10 seconds, and it can stack up to 750%, which is very good in itself. But what I rock with that is the 5% ammo and on crits, and we have the shield harvest chance, and with the end, which while I'm stating how I get my traversal ability back super fast, we have it where we get that 3% attack resource from critical hits. That is how I'm able to get my my dive bomb with King Shark really fast, just because it is one perk alone having it on my shotgun. And since the shotgun shoots a lot of shots in one shot, I basically get it back in 2 shots almost. So that is why I rock that. And that is pretty like the key build, the key like thing behind this whole build is having a shotgun, or you could rock it with an assault rifle. It depends on you, but having a shotgun is the best option to do. Now for the melee, we have the two-face melee. Now we get shield harvest, the damage to harvest to enemies, and we do that melee damage to craze enemies. And you see at the bottom the perks that comes along with it. We get that on a melee hit, you can either craze the enemy, it will drop either a live grenade or grenade ammo on the enemy's feet. And we also get that villain synergy with it, where we basically harvesting the enemy has 100% chance to drop grenade ammo, and also increase the grenade damage by 100% for 20 seconds. So that's nice to have right there. Now we do have the grenade for the tier 3 Bane set, where it basically gives us grenade damage to grunts and brute enemies, because those are the only 2 types that are actually in the game. It's only brutes and grunts. Any type of grunts, any types of brutes. Chat, chat, y'all wildin', bro. Y'all got it, dog. Man, we do 49% more damage to crazy enemies with our grenades, so that's nice to have right there. Now let's swap my camera over to this side, and we have our shield mod, where it states that 4 more enemies that are around me within 20 meters, you deal 100% more damage, and you deal 50%, they deal 50% less damage to you. So they have to be crazed. And with the build overall, you can do a lot of craze around, since you're doing it with your traversal attack, killing enemies, your grenade. You're pretty much going to be able to spread around craze a lot overall. So having this is pretty cool to have. And on here we have the 6.5 critical chance, the shield harvest, and we got the bonus damage while our shield is 100%, which is going to be a good thing, because at the bottom, which I'm going to go into my traversal mod, is the reason why I have this. So at the bottom, we do have it where hitting 3 enemies or more with our traversal attack fully recharges our shield, and it basically makes it overcharge. So that is why I use that. And on here we do damage to grunts and brutes, and our traversal attack does increased damage to crazed enemies. Now for this one, we have the Hugo Strain specialization, which is actually good. So it states that after afflicting 5 enemies with the same affliction, you are now immune to the damage from the enemies you afflicted for 20 seconds, which is very nice to have. And it comes with its own bonus, which is each time you craze an enemy, you gain 50% increased damage for 30 seconds, and it could go up to 250%. So having this is not bad at all. And on here, I have grenade damage to grunts, critical damage, and damage to crazed enemies. And for the last one, we have Jinx Unlucky Coin. Now, this is pretty much for every character, to be honest, to rock this. I would highly recommend it because the overall stats you get from this is really, really good. Now, we have it where we get 5% ammo on critical hits, which is very good because when you get to the higher tiers, the enemies are kind of more spongeable and they take less damage. So having that where you could do crits and get your ammo back by that is going to be very important. So I would recommend doing that. Got crit damage and damage to crazed enemies. And as you see at the bottom, we get 250 increased damage to afflicted enemies, all by default. That's just from having the coin on itself. But if it rolls on that specific affliction, since I'm doing the Venom Frenzy, we get a 750 increase when it comes to our damage to afflicted enemies. Now, I do have it procced right now so you can see how much damage you could get from it. So you see at the bottom, we get 1,147% damage increase to crazed enemies. And that's with the Jinx coin activated. That is how it is activated. So that is a huge increase. And this is not even me having my tier 3 set fully buffed or all my buffs stacked at once. This is just the default damage right there to crazed enemies is 1,147%. So it could go up really, really high. So let's get on to the talent tree, and I'm just going to showcase what I have for that, but let's get into that. All right, so when it comes to the skill tree, this is what I rock with King Shark. So for the first one in firepower, we got Blood Frenzy. We rock Punishing Strikes, which is very good because doing this one, they take 50% more damage from melee from all sources. So this is very nice to have, especially if you're trying to like single target and get an enemy out quickly. This could be very important. We have it where our Shield Harvest chances increased by 15% on shotgun shots, which we will be using the shotgun to get our Atlantean drop back super fast. We have Unyielding Hunger. Each Shield Harvest kill increases the damage of your current magazine by 20%. It can go up to 200. We got Crit Chance. We got it right here. The last 5 crits add 25% of their damage to your next Shield Harvest attack. We have Tidal Pool. We have Blood in the Water right here. And we rock this one where Shield Harvest chances increase by 20% with enemies within 20 meters. And at the bottom, we rock Unyielding Fury. So let me edit this and put that into that. So, wait, no, not that. We rock, we do Shark Rage. I'm tripping. So we do Shark Rage. So we have it with Shark Rage. Basically, it transforms our first thing into Shark Rage, which is very nice to have. Now for our second tree, we have Ocean Blessing, which I increase our melee damage by 20% and our Shield Harvest attack by 10%. We have our Suicide Strike, Dominate. Holy, I'm gonna say Presence. We got our Presence, which basically enemies within 20 meters take 20% more damage from all sources, and Suicide Strike generates 10% of our Atlantean drop. We have the Royal Dominant, where it increases our effect of the Presence and the enemies deal 20% less damage while in an area. We have the Resurrection. Now this is very important to have. You really need to have this when it comes to the higher difficulties because the enemies are doing a lot and going down it sucks, but having this where it can just basically revive you instantly and it's like a seamlessly thing, this is very nice to have. But the cooldown is 120 seconds, so if you can stay alive for past that, then you're pretty much chilling. We have this one for top of the food chain. We rock the Imperial Guard for the damage reduction. We rock Dominating Strikes, where performing the Shield Harvest generates 10% Suicide Strike, which we will be doing a lot of Shield Harvest since we have all those stacks when it comes to our shotgun and using it. So having this is very important. We have this is where it increases our damage for our Suicide Strike since we're going to be getting it back super fast. And for this one, I actually rock this one. I just had to change it so we wouldn't because it was going to end up changing this. So having this one increases our melee damage and our firearm damage with enemies within 20 meters of us. So this is very nice to have right there. So for the last tree we got when it comes to power of the ancients, we got nervous system, we have strong swimmer, we got land shark, we have crash and drop. We got this one increases our recharge rate for the traversal attack. We got drop and destroy, we got critical drop, we got jaws of life, our squad ultimate, and this one you could pretty much pick whatever you want. It depends on what you want to do, so honestly this is really up to you. So the last one we got to do is our squad tree. Now our squad tree pretty much is simple. We do the damage to brute enemies and grunt enemies, since those are the only type of enemies that are in the game itself. That is pretty much a flat out 20% damage increase just from doing any type of damage to them. So having this maxed out would be good. I have my crit chance maxed out, and I'm maxing out my critical hit damage next. But the next one thing I will do for this build in itself, I will try to increase my traversal damage and my suicide strike damage, since those are the two things I would be mainly using when it comes to this build. So that is what I would have done if I had it, but I don't have it, unfortunately. But that is pretty much my skill when it comes to shark and my squad skills. But let's get on to some gameplay. All right, so we have to end now.
Out of my way.
Now this is where the build goal actually comes to fruition.
A poor leader.
All right, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all how fast I get my traversal ability back.
Let the female clown make you look like fools.
Yeah, see how fast I'm getting it back? I'm just chilling. 53 million? Oh.
This is the knowledge.
You see how we just one shot him?
And yet, we'll have to purge that captured terminal after detailed analysis. Going at him, flying! Get a wriggle on! Let us avoid our foe's detonation.
See? This is what I'm talking about. Just doing this, we just rolling through this.
And always gone berserk. All units, maintain your distance.
Oh, I died?
Steroids is blowing his top.
All right, come on.
Careful, units. This shark can go head to head with the best of you.
I guess.
Tangle's exploding. Find some cover.
Woo, I'm gonna love this. Them, not so much.
If it's carnage you want, Harley, that's the fight.
Damn, we're going crazy right now. Damn. What did I die to? I guess. I ain't gonna lie, we went kind of crazy right there.
Jaws of death, Denali. For what? To be a ruler of rubble and ash.
Full credit to that play, Shark.
An object lesson, units. Don't let the shark close the distance.
No, 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 no. All right.
Success! I have earned my rewards, and also a treat.
Oh, come here. Yeah, we got this. We done. Yep, I knew we got it. See, you see how easy that is, y'all? Spam my abilities. Get done with this. Oh my God. Get done with it fast and just get out of there. See how clean this is? Now, if I was in like 50, 56 or like higher, I would have to use a fire build. Like, the fire build is that strong, y'all. Put it on mastery level 60 and see what I do. Come on now. You trying to embarrass me?
Don't reach that port.
He's trying to embarrass me. Huh?
Excessive force is preferred.
Do you mind?
Directing all
That man, he cooked.